back.
Oh yeah, we're back. Oh my gosh, when I wake up in the morning, I am so grateful. It's like
There
that
were a lot of
song.
people that were
Oh,
disappointed that we took last Sunday off.
oh, I know, I know. Well, here's the thing. When there are so many things that are happening with so many people in a personal level, like this is a personal experience for me, and so many things that are happening for people on a personal level that are really kind of like resetting. It's almost kind of like, how you have like a game board and you're in the middle of a game, right? And you're in the game of life and you're making your way across the thing, and somebody comes and they flip the board. Well, oh my gosh, all the pieces go everywhere, all the things. And now we have to try to figure out what? The board's been flipped. Everything's been cleared. Okay, so we can rack our brains and try to figure out where all the pieces were. Like, okay, wait, this was here and I was here and I'd already done this, and then here's where I was going, and we can try to rebuild the board back exactly the way that it was so that we can continue playing the same game. Or we can pick up each piece and ask the question, where do I want to go? Wow. Okay, so that game has changed and is now on a total reset. Now I have a whole clear board. What am I doing with this board? Now is an opportunity for me to create something new, to call forth something new, something brand new. Or I could go and try to reset the game to exactly the way that it was before the board got tossed. We're in board tossing situations right now, all over. We really are. Seriously. People's boards are getting flipped. My board got flipped. Bob's board got flipped. I have family members whose boards are flipped. I know tons of people right now. I was just on the phone with a grandmother. Big changes are happening right now. So here's the most important thing that you need to know. The way that you reassemble your board is going to make all the difference. And the most important thing about your board is how you feel as you're doing it. Are you grateful? Are you excited? Are you co-creating? Are you dreaming into a new vision? Are you calling forth an aspect of yourself that's been dormant? Right? Where you've let that little you that wants to keep you small. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Right? Are you ready to step out into a grander expression of yourself? Are you ready to learn from this board being flipped? Because this is the great opportunity, and all challenges are the great opportunity. Right? We just don't see them that way. But right now, these are big things that are happening in people's lives. Big things. And when I look around at all the experiences that others are, their boards getting tossed, my board doesn't look like such a bad board to be tossed. Like, I am so grateful because in 6 months, I'm going to be in great shape. In a year, I'm going to be golden. And that can't be said for all of those other situations that are out there that people are facing. Right? And so how we move through the experience is the most important thing. And gratitude, it's the fountain of everything. It brings forth everything. It brings forth abundance in ways far beyond money. People always like to associate abundance with money. You know what I have an abundance of in my life that I'm so grateful for? Love. There's an abundance of love in my life. And I actually received such an outpouring of love. That to me was priceless. You can't even put a monetary amount on what I received in the last six weeks. You know, how can you put a price on a prayer that calls forth infinite healing from the divine? You cannot. Abundance. Gratitude brings beautiful experiences and people into your life. You know, and so gratitude is a huge key to how is it, you know, when you're in it, like I'm in a situation like this, grateful. So grateful. Because it could have been worse. You know? It could have been worse. And right now my body is doing the magnificent job of healing, is doing an excellent job of healing. And so we'll go for a medical update right now. I just came back last Thursday from the doctor's office. I had my stitches taken out. And so that was an unpleasant experience, but it was one of a very few that I've had on this journey so far, with as far as like the sensations of my foot, right? Like the feeling of my foot, right? So I got my stitches taken out, and now I am going to start physical therapy next week, I do believe. And I've been given instructions to start walking on it. It's kind of bruised right now because of the way that I twisted it, but to start walking on it. And the nurse said, she said, start living your life. She says, yep, now's the time. We want you walking. We want you to start living your life. I asked if I could go to Ohio. I asked if I could go to this event, this women's gathering next week where I'm offering some drum medicine. She says, oh yeah, you're ready. You can now. I cannot walk yet. I'm still in a wheelchair and using crutches, but I've been given the permission to start walking. So I'm excited about that because that's another step, right? So grateful for that. Oh my gosh, now I can walk. I might not be able to step on this foot right now, right? Because I might not be able to do that right now. However, I'm going to begin working towards that. Working towards that. So grateful. I'm grateful for this whole situation. I'm grateful for my foot. I'm grateful for the healing. I'm grateful for everyone who actually attended to my foot, people that I don't even know and will never ever know, that took care of me. So grateful. Right? And so how are you moving through your experience right now? You know, do you have some major upsets that are coming? I mean, because these are big. Right now it's September the 7th. There's a lunar eclipse. September the 7th, big stuff going on right now. Like that eclipse coming over, and it kind of eclipses. It covers everything off, and it kind of just like, that's a reset. That's like wiping it all off. You know? You can kind of just look at that eclipse as it's coming over, and a lunar eclipse just taking out the moonlight. So what needs to come off of your board? Or did your board just get flipped? Are you trying to rebuild a life that you've been released from? Is there something greater that's calling you? Are there lessons to be learned? Are you in resistance to this experience? Are you hating every moment? Are you just so mad that you can't do all the things that you planned to do or you wanted to do? Or are you angry about those things? You know, do you feel like something's been taken from you? I don't feel any of those things. I feel like something's been given to me, an opportunity to really take a look at my life, right? And to pay attention to the pieces that are on my game board, right? And do I want to put all the pieces back? Maybe I don't. Maybe there are some pieces that I don't want to put back, right? Because they're not in alignment with the highest vision of my life, of my calling, right? That's the thing that I want to follow the most. that my deepest desire is to follow my highest expression of love on this earth, to fulfill my mission, what I think I've been called. I feel like I've been sent here to teach love. So guess what? I get to learn it because I have to learn what I'm teaching. So I'll learn so many things about love, continuing even right now, learning deeper, deeper, deeper lessons about love, what love is and what love isn't. You know, we used to think that love was like this feel good thing. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, that's love. You know, whether it was coming from an intimate partner or a friend or my mother or grandmother or whatever, right? But love is so much more than any of that. That's like the superficial aspects of love. Those are the feel good things of love. Love is sometimes extremely painful. Love isn't always that, oh, it feels so good. Oh, no. Sometimes love is extremely painful. Sometimes the lessons of love. And the more that we're in resistance to them, the greater our pain. I just realized something. I have a friend of mine who has loaned me this, and I just remembered I did not turn it on. We're doing it now. Okay. So, lessons of love. And this has been a great teacher for me. You know what? One of the biggest lessons that I'm learning right now is, what do you think it is? Put it in the chat. What do you think the greatest lesson that I'm learning right now is? For real.
While you're waiting for that, let me just show Adele posted this earlier. She said, full moon, total lunar eclipse for the UK tonight. My friend and I are going to the coast to watch. That's pretty cool.
I want you to think about that as that lunar eclipse is coming and the darkening of the moon. Think about all the things that you can just look at that as like wiping your slate clean. It's just all right as a new opportunity. How can you reset your board? This is an opportunity. We're given an opportunity right now in the cosmos, in the infinite cosmos that has existed throughout eternity, long before the constructs of man, right? So this whole thing is happening. How are you, because I mean, hey, there's people all over the world, lunar eclipse. Yeah, they're just living their life. They have no connection to it. They have no association, no relationship to it. So they're not going to have an experience of it, right? There's not going to be an invitation to dive deeper into that. But this is when you have an awareness of it and you're focusing your attention on it, you can actually create an experience for yourself around the lunar eclipse. You
Good.
can give it meaning.
What was the question that you asked them to comment about earlier?
What is the greatest? It was about. I
The
know what the
gift?
answer is. What is the? It was about love. What is the
Okay.
greatest lesson in love, or that I've had to learn in this experience?
Okay. There's a couple here. You want to see them?
Yeah.
Okay. So Crystal posted the gift of patience.
Hmm.
That's one you're having to
That's not the best.
learn
That
too.
is. I did. That is a gift. That's been a huge gift through this whole process. Patience. Patience for myself. Patience with others. Patience with the moving of time. Patience with the outpicturing of my day, like what it looks like. Like I'm going to sit in this room for 6 hours, and then I'm going to sit in this room for 6 hours. And every once in a while, I get up and I'll go to the bathroom,
Hmm.
just having patience. Patience. Okay, got another one. What's the
Jacqueline,
greatest love lesson I had to learn?
speaking of time, she says, taking time to stop and reset.
Yep,
Mm.
time to stop and reset, and, I also saw in that taking time, time to stop and rest, right? I saw that you put reset in there. When I first looked at those, I saw rest. Time to stop and rest. Yep. The greatest lesson that love has taught me in this and through this whole experience, the deepest lesson has been to loving myself. That's it. Like, truly, like, caring for myself, loving myself enough to speak up for myself, advocate for myself, right? Those are difficult moments. Those are difficult things to have to move through, but those were all acts of self-love, right? Like saying, no, these are what my needs are in my conversations with medical staff and whatnot, right? Just advocating for myself, loving myself enough to care for myself in a deep way. Loving myself enough to not allow myself to go down a toilet with, "Oh, I don't get it," even right now, I'm attempting to navigate going to Serpent Mound in Ohio in 2 weeks. At this time, um, I don't have a confirmed route of travel yet. I have a few options that I'm working with, and so I actually, this morning, embraced the idea, wow, I have to start getting to be okay with not going in case it doesn't happen, because I don't wanna create for myself the experience that I don't wanna have is, like, anguish, or feeling like I'm missing something or anything like that, right? And so I have to start, like, just kinda this is self-love, preparing myself for what in a previous time would have been huge disappointment. "Oh my god, I can't go," and then I would've there would have been time when I would have sulked the entire weekend. I'd have been like, "I'm not there, they're having fun without I would have been like that. I didn't when Unity Earth came through here, my global family, in my city, 20 minutes from my house, and I couldn't go because I just had surgery. I wasn't sitting around crying about it all day long, about they're here and I'm not there. Oh, they're going here now. Oh, they're now. Mm-mm. I cultivated within myself the feelings that I wanted to have. You know what I cultivated? I cultivated gratitude. I was grateful they were here in my city. I was grateful that their love, the power of their love, was in my city right now. Even though I wasn't there, I was still grateful that they were here because they were amplifying the field of love in my city, in my beautiful St. Louis. They were doing that. They still came. They still came with all their beauty and their power and their wisdom and all of their gifts, and they still gave to my city. Even though I couldn't participate in that, I could feel it in the field. That's what I did. I did with that whole thing. There was gratitude, deep gratitude. I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go to Kansas City. I didn't sit around and sulk about it and cry about it. No. I was so thankful that this healing was happening in the middle of this country. This healing was happening right here. Was I a part of it? You bet I was a part of it. Because I'm not limited. I'm not limited to this body. This body may have had my body here, but the spirit of who I am could not be contained within these walls. I was there. I was with them every step of the way. I was actually, my name was spoken in every sacred place that they went. Why? Because the spirit of my soul was there. My body didn't even have to be there. That's what I learned. Here, I'm so concerned about getting my body here and getting my body here and making sure that I show up here and making sure. You know what? I learned I can be anywhere sitting right here on this sofa. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to know how deep. How far can your love transcend this thing, this body, this magnificent body, this powerful body,
Now you're quoting the
this
Bee
healing
Gees.
body?
Who knew? There. Our more comments have come in. You
Yeah,
want to see them?
I
All right. Well,
do.
Mary Lou also said patience, which you covered earlier, so that's a common theme. Michelle said this is all about reset, rebirth, letting go of the old, cutting the cord, charge your everyday items in this moon today, everyone. Is it charge or change? Charge, I guess. It is super charged, yeah, tonight. Okay. That's cool.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. This is a big one. If you want it to be, because you're
Hmm.
creating your experience, you know? For some people, it's going to be nothing. There are people that don't even know it's happening. It's not going to have any, like profound effect on their lives. We get to call this in. We get to. We get to be the uh, creators of our own experience. And I'm creating my own experience. And what I want to experience is joy. What I want to experience is gratitude. What I want to experience is my mom calling me right now. This is my mother. All right, hang on a minute. Hey, Mama, what are you doing?
I'm awake. It's 4:26 in the morning.
You're awake? Oh my gosh, you're calling me because I told you you could call me at any time, didn't I?
Yes.
All right, well, how are you today?
I don't know. I just woke up.
Did you?
I just woke up and fixing my water
Yeah?
to go back to sleep. But I just wanted to call you and tell you I love you.
Oh my gosh, Mommy, I love you too.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for
So what are you,
calling me.
so what are you doing?
Well, right now I'm on YouTube and Facebook, and
Okay.
I'm doing a little live video, and everybody gets to hear your voice. You want to say hi to everybody?
Okay.
Say hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm talking from Hawaii, and it's 4:27 in the morning, and I can't sleep, so I called my baby to see how she's doing, and she's doing great.
I am doing great. I am doing great. I think this is the first phone call I've ever taken on a live call.
Oh, well. Well, I'm glad you did.
I know, me
I'm glad,
too.
I'm glad that I can reach you. Most of
Yes.
the time when I call you, well, you give me this run around, and I hang up the phone, and I'm a little depressed. But I'm taking advantage of the fact that I know where you are at every moment.
Yes, you are, and I love it.
Okay, let me go back to bed and see if I can get some more snooze.
Do it.
Some more.
You can, and then call me later today.
Okay, or you can call me.
I'll call
Since
you.
since I started calling you, you don't call me. You call your sister.
Well,
And then,
Mom,
and she tells me the bad stuff about me.
she needs a phone call.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she's having some challenges. Her game
You
board
know
got
what?
flipped. What?
What?
Her game board got flipped. We were talking about,
Really?
you're on the game of life, and something happens, and your whole board gets tossed in the air, and all your pieces go everywhere.
Yeah, well, she's much better now. Her gout is gone, and she's walking around. She's much more herself again.
Oh, yay! I'm so happy to hear that. She's walking.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. That is
And
fantastic.
tomorrow we're going to do some research on bread recipes. We bought a bread machine, and it's making horrible bread, and I'm trying to figure out why, and I think I figured it out.
Okay.
And when I find out what it is, I'll tell you the secrets.
Okay,
that
do
the
it.
bread machine people don't want you to know.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
Okay, I love you. Good night, honey.
I love you too. Good night, Mommy.
Bye.
Bye. That's my mom. Wasn't that cute?
That was a first.
She's so adorable. I know. Well, I figured, we're just doing the things. So yeah, I told her, yeah, because she knows that I'm just sitting around. So I told her, I said, well, just call me anytime. She said, well, I get up in the middle of the night. I said, well, call me in the middle of the night. It'll be in the morning my time. So she did. That was so sweet. Yeah. All right. So grateful for my mother. She's I'm grateful for my family, my mom calling me from Hawaii. That was so sweet. So, you know, more than anything, I want you to understand you have the ability to manage your journey. The things that are happening outside of you cannot, they they can only inform how you will respond. Like everything is your response to all of this, right? Do I love this? Do I hate this? You know? Um, and I just don't want to have feelings of discontent or unhappiness or any of that, right? So learning how to love myself in a much deeper way. This has all been lessons in love. Learning how to love my body in a deeper way and understanding the true magnificence of my body, then also understanding, you know, the power of love. Wow, just the power of love. Just the demonstration of the power of love to me has been incredible, you know. And so what a profound journey. Would like in my mind, I've rewind it and I've like, oh my gosh, I wish I could take that moment back. I wish that never happened to me, because I'm now moving into probably some of the most challenging aspects of this recovery, the physical therapy, because I've had absolutely a minimal amount of pain throughout this whole experience, even when my foot was before surgery. I experienced pain, but it wasn't like a constant pain. It didn't make me miserable. I was still grateful for so many things. Now it's getting to where as I'm moving it and and trying to begin to regain my motor function, it's hurting. So the game is changing now a little bit. So it's hurting. It's also responding to that amount of activity after a long time and not having any, right? And so then here we go. We're moving into that realm that I haven't had, the pain realm and so just understanding pain. Pain is my body telling me something, right? And pain sometimes is just a signal. It's just an indicator, that something needs to be either moved more aggressively or kind of eased off of, right? So right now I started putting weight on my foot, or trying to, and I realized that was extremely painful. So I decided rather than go straight to putting weight on my foot, I'm going to go to rotating my ankle, doing things where there's no non-weight bearing mobility, right? Just rotating my ankle, moving my foot up and down, right? I did some massage on my foot, but I don't know if that was a good idea because I may have just because I don't know what I'm doing, may have made it worse. I don't know. But what I do know is the body knows what it needs to heal. And all I have to do is just align my monkey mind, because my mind thinks it knows. And so I have to shut that off. And I just have to align with the mind of my being, my heart, the mind of my heart, and then pay attention to that and move with my body in that way. So, yeah. So that's what's going on right now. And I don't know, Bob, are there any comments in there or
It,
anything that you
is
want
it
to bring in
at least
or
at least
you
two
want to share?
more? I know you want to do a song, and I've got other stuff to plug. So earlier, Lisa said the gift of receiving, which yeah, you got to be open to asking for help and all that good stuff. Um, and then Deanne
That,
said grace and kindness with yourself. And I actually have a photo of Deanne with someone else in recent days, and she gave me permission to show this if you would like to do that now or at some point during the broadcast.
oh, no. Well, while you got her comment up there, yeah, let's see Deanne's photo. I love this photo.
Let's see what we got here. Like I'm pulling it in, so I'm hoping it sizes up right. Hang on a second here, and oh, there it is. That photo was just taken
Ah,
days
that's
ago.
cute.
Guess what?
Friday. It was taken Friday.
Was it taken Friday? That's
Hmm.
Deanne, and her beloved Casey, who we met a year and a half ago. And these two crazy kids,
They're now married. Yay!
they got married.
Got married.
Woohoo! Let's all congratulate them. Send your that's a great love story. I love that. Just
It is. It is. It's such a great love story. It's such a great one. So cute. I love the little butterfly in her hair. There's Angel. So
that's
adorable.
awesome. What a great photo. What a
I
great
know.
location.
What a great photo. You guys look so cute. I love it.
Yes, you do.
There you are, Bob.
Congratulations. We're so
All
happy
right.
for you both. Yes.
That's perfect.
All right. Let me know anytime you want me to come in there to do a
Is there anything else in the chat? I can't see anything. Is there anything
let me
else?
see, because there's a lot of things coming in now. Let me go back to see a lot of comments about your mom.
Aren't they cute?
My mama, Louise. Hey, I'm looking here. A lot of people saying hi to your mom. Crystal said you and your mom sound exactly alike. Oh, Dot Maver is here from New Hampshire. We got
Hi, Dot.
just. Oh yeah, let me just acknowledge people that I see here. I may not have to pull them all up. Of course, we know Crystal, Deann, and Adele are here. Jacqueline, Tina's here. Serenity, aka Sunita. Carrie is here. Michelle, of course, Lisa Corazon.
Strong heart. I love that.
Elizabeth Clark is in the house. Jennifer Nickel.
Hi.
Our Art Life. Who else? And I know I saw, Mary Lou. Lots of people earlier too. Carol, Louise. Yeah. So cool. A lot of stuff coming in here. I also have something. Oh yeah, look at everybody goes. Oh my God, congratulations. We also have a new album out that at some point I want to make people aware
Talk
of.
about.
Hmm?
Yeah, talk about.
The new digital album.
Yeah.
So
talk about it now.
In the description, both. And let me put myself on the screen for a second. Both YouTube and Facebook. There's a link to Pooki's GoFundMe. By the way, we're like at 73% of our goal, which is great. So thank you so much. But if you haven't yet made a contribution, or maybe just now finding out about it, you still have an opportunity to do that. And so to help us get closer to that, to 100%, that would be awesome. But there's a link to that in the description. And also there's two links. So we have been playing these songs, or we recorded songs 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of them you're very familiar with. A lot of them are really popular on my YouTube channel. But we finally put out a digital album. And so what I did is like a lot of albums, the album title is the name of one of the most popular songs on the album, and so there's one particular track that has over 1 million views on my YouTube channel. So I decided to make that the title track. And so here is the part of the album cover. It's called "Money Is Coming to Me Now" and Other High Vibe Positive Music Classics. But it's got, I think there's like 8 or 9 songs. Yeah, I think there's 9 songs perhaps on it. But a lot of them people here are very familiar with it. And I've got links to Spotify and Apple Music in the description, where you can, now it's available to the world. Because previously they were only, you had to queue them up on YouTube or on Sunday Live or whatever when we played them. But now you can seek them out wherever music is streamed. Is that cool or not? And there's a photo from Hawaii from a number of years ago. The little blue ocean background. But there you go. Love that album title, Crystal says. Oh, here.
Absolutely.
Oh, Deanne posted this. Talk about a personal transformation. I credit this community for the healing that I needed to do to be open to trust and love again. That's awesome.
Mhm. I love that. I love that for you, D. I mean, here's the thing. You are a perfect example of a work that's in progress. Like you came in and you just started to take in everything. I think you're probably one of the only people that I know that's watched every single one of Bob's videos.
For just
And like
about.
not even just the affirmation ones. Like you've gone back into the files and you've watched stuff that he did he did 10 years ago before affirmations were even a thing in his life, right?
Or
So
19 years
you've done
ago.
the deep dive. And here's the thing. It's so and I really want everyone to hear this because it's so important. We can talk about all these affirmations. We can talk about living this life. We can talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Talk
And
about it.
and
Talk about it.
if we never do anything about it, they're just empty words. If we're not living that life, then we can't expect the good things that to show up for us. Like so, Deanne, you dived into the training. Yeah, I mean, like all of the things, like everything that Bob is sharing, like all of the affirmations and about how to say these things to yourself and about the languaging and all and how to heal. And you took all of that stuff in. That was you. So you can credit Bob or the community. We were here to witness your journey. But that information has been given to everyone. Everyone has access to what you've had, Deanne. And it's up to each one of us to integrate that information to the best of our ability to move us forward. Some people just want to talk about it, but if you really want to transform your life, begin to live these principles in your life. Like I'm not here talking to you about gratitude because I need to express more gratitude in my life. I'm talking to you about gratitude because it's something that I am deeply learning. And actually, gratitude is a lifelong lesson. Right? I was thinking about doing another 30 days of gratitude not too long ago. I did one in November last year, and it was profound. It is still rocking. That 30 days of gratitude is still rocking my world today, you know? And so, like, wow, the power of gratitude to manifest for us the things that we desire. How about when we become in alignment with the things that we say that we're about, all of a sudden our life will change and everything will turn, right? I see so many people just talking about these things but not living them. And you know how you know? Look at their life. It's a reflection of what they believe, their level of happiness, their level of health, their level of being, right? So you can talk about these things, but D, you did it. You activated these tools. You said those affirmations, you know?
Yeah, she
That's the
posted.
difference.
I jumped into my healing process with both feet. Um, and she said, yes, you have to apply what you learn when the opportunities arise. Absolutely. And another person who's benefited greatly and lived the principles is our very own Lisa Shepherd. This community has helped me heal. So,
Yeah.
but it has
But
to come from within. Hmm.
you have to be willing. This is a thought that I had earlier this week was this word about coachable. You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to surrender what you think you know. So it can be so challenging, but you have to be willing to surrender what you think you know so that you can learn something new. Because if your mind isn't open to new ideas, if you're just stuck on what you think you know, you're done. You're not growing. You're stuck in what you know, what you think you know. And man, there's so much to learn out there. There's so many things to be discovered. Curiosity is probably one of our greatest gifts, you know? So, learning, this whole thing has been a huge learning experience for me. Learning how to love myself in a deeper way, learning how to have patience, learning how to navigate my space, learning how to ask for what it is that I need, learning how to advocate for my own needs, right? Um, having a very clear understanding, like even navigating with my caretakers, right? And like, how is it that I communicate with them in order to convey what it is that I'm asking for so that they understand, right? Because it's not easy. Communication is not easy. Bob and I were just having to talk about it before we got on this stream, right? It's like communication sometimes is so, it's like a hit or a miss. Sometimes it's just like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, but just paying attention. So right now, huge things. We got this full lunar eclipse happening tonight, September the 7th. The moon is in Virgo. Oh, wait a minute. I might have that wrong. I'm not an astrology person. I'm just pretending. I'm not pretending. I'm just learning. Something's in Virgo. I think the maybe the moon is in Pisces. I think the moon is in Virgo. But there's something that has to do with Pisces too. So there's just a lot that's going on. In any case, we are the ones who have our own power. Our own power exists within us. We have the ability to create anything that we want for our own experience across the board. No one has power over you. No one. Nothing. 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 You are not a victim to anything. You are not a victim to anything. It doesn't matter what's going on in the news feed. It doesn't matter what the media is saying. It doesn't matter what's coming out of the white black house. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Stay clear of fear. Stay clear of fear. Because fear will ripple through your whole energetic field and it will take you off balance. Stay clear of fear. You have nothing to fear. Who are you? What is there to be afraid of? No thing. No thing. Right? And you have to walk in that knowing. Yeah, baby, you want to say something? What
Adele
you want to say,
says,
Bob? Come on.
Adele says, you're right, Pookie. The sun is in Virgo, the moon is in Pisces.
There you
She
go.
seems like she's on top of this stuff. And then Crystal said
Yeah.
full moon in Pisces at a particular time, but Virgo is in its opposite sign.
Virgo is, opposite sign.
Yeah.
So you can look at these as opportunities. Some people are just like, well, and there's all kinds of things that you can give your energy to or you can believe in. All kinds of things, not just astrology or whatever, but there's all kinds of things. Everything's out there. Find what aligns for you. Because I think that everything holds within it its own inherent truth. And I think that we all just need to find for ourselves that which resonates within our own beings. Right. I've I've actually found some teachers during this time. I've been exposed to this one beautiful spiritual teacher that is really helping me to see beyond all of this, right? This, what we would call like the 3D experience, and how it is that all of this is speaking into something that's so much greater, right? That's like in this whole like lunar eclipse thing. Like we're in eclipse season. Eclipse is big movement. There's lots that's happening, and it's happening for all of us. It's not just like specific people are going to get this. No, we have the opportunity to tap into all of this. All of this. Okay, baby, you want to say something?
Well, if you still want to do a song, we're already 50 minutes in. So do you still want me to come in there and do the gratitude song or not?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, that's I. Otherwise, yeah. And if we're gonna do that, I just want to explain. I should probably mention that you said that. So I am a couple of rooms away in our normal office space where we usually broadcast from. Pookie's in our we call our fireplace room. It's one of her two common resting places these days. Um, and she's hopeful
There's
that the
one
next time we stream live on a Sunday that she'll be back in our normal space and maybe she'll even be able to stand, or we'll find a way to prop her. We'll have to figure out because it's very tight quarters in here, which is why we're in two separate rooms now. But we may not stream again. Like, you're going to be gone for sure next Sunday, right? That's a definite. Yeah, and so
Yeah.
we won't. So there will probably be no Sunday live next Sunday because she'll just be unavailable. She'll be in a remote place, at a women's retreat type of thing.
Oh,
However,
well, that's the first.
I'm doing something on my channel on Saturday morning at the same time on my Bob Baker Affirmations channel, 9 a.m. Central. It's a normal time that we start here on Sundays, but it's Saturday, not Sunday. I'm going to be doing a special live stream actually about abundance. It's called the 3 Dynamic Laws of Wealth and Prosperity. And these are not the typical abundance principles. And so be streaming for free on my site. So come and check that out instead of Sunday. And then you may or may not be here the Sunday after that. That's the one where you're not sure if you're going to go to Serpent Mound, right? If you get transportation, because I'm just not able to make that trip with the dog and everything. And so we may be back then or the week after that. So it could be a little bit, but we're hopeful that we'll be back in our normal setting. So I'm going to come in there with my guitar is already in there, but it's not going to sound that we have no idea. One mic is picking up everything, and just keep your fingers crossed that everything cuts through. So I just wanted to say that before I came in. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Let me turn my camera off and my mic off, and I'll be right in there.
Okay. All right. Life can be as exciting as you want it to be. And yes, there are devastating things that happen in our life, right? Everything just can't be met with a smile and a cup of joy. There are some things. There are some really tragic things that are happening, in people's lives and in the world right now, right? And we hold space for that. However, we get to choose the depth of our suffering. It's probably the best way that I could put that. We get to choose that. And you know what? Gratitude just brings so many things. So many things. All right. Let's sing this one.
You ready? It's been a while.
I'm ready.
I'll just keep riffing until you get that situated.
My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life.
With every breath and step I take, I'm blessed to be alive. With every breath and step I take, I'm blessed to be alive.
I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. Throughout each day in so many ways. I know how loved I am. Throughout each day in so many ways, I know how loved I am. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. 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 We did it. Good job. All right, it's time to come back to the drum. I am gonna start drum church again, just for those of you that have been wondering. I don't think any of the recordings are still online anymore because after 30 days they delete them, and it's been at least 30 days since I've done a session. But it's time to come back to church. It's time for the medicine. It's time for the medicine to pour. My leg is doing really great, and I'm going to be able to navigate. And actually, as I was working with Beloved, this drum right here, this beautiful deerskin, as I was working with her, I was like, oh, it's time to come back to the grandmother drum too. So, yeah. So, I don't know what that's going to look like, but maybe even tomorrow morning, as soon as tomorrow morning, I might be back to drumming again. And if I do, it'll be at 7 o'clock in the morning. I might be able to get back to where I was, and I did it in the past. If not, I'll be doing it from the safety of my bedroom. We'll see what happens. But it's time. The drums are calling. And they called before. So here we go. We're going to do it. So bring your drum. Usually 7 o'clock Central Standard Time is when I've been doing it. And it's going to be kind of spotty over the next couple weeks because I am traveling, and I'm traveling to two places where I know I have no service. So, however, I do want to come back and drum. So look for me on Facebook, going live at 7 a.m. around there. As soon as I get situated, I'll come in, and if you want to bring your drum and drum with me, sometimes we sing, sometimes we just drum. It's just really beautiful. Right, and I would love for you to be there. Yeah, so the medicine's starting to come back in. That's definitely something. Like I'm looking at my board, my game board, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to put drum church back on my board. Yeah, I want drum church to be there because that was a really powerful time for us, for me, and I think that there were others that benefited from it as well. All right, so let's see here. This is all mine to do with whatever I want. Wow.
You're in control.
What? How'd that happen? I must have jumped a timeline.
Your board got flipped. You got a whole new game to create.
Right, right. Pay
Hmm.
attention. Your board's getting flipped. Man, you can look at it like, oh my God, the sky is falling. What am I going to do now? Oh, this is a disaster. Or you can look at it like, oh, wow, something new and exciting is coming into my life. Something wild, something magnificent, something fabulous, something powerful, something beautiful, something is seeking expression in my life right now. Wow, what is that? What is it that's so big that my whole board would get cleared for? Like all of it gone. What's that? I'm so curious. So curious. 5 months and counting. We'll see where we land in January. My birthday is February the 23rd. I'll be 65. But you know what? I think I'm going to be looking like I'm 55 by then. I had people yesterday that told me that I was looking younger. I don't know if I believe them. I think they were just trying to make me feel good. So if you put it in the chat that you think I'm looking younger too, I'm just going to think that you're just trying to make me feel good. But actually, as I look at myself, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe just a little. Maybe just a couple years gone. I don't know. Here's the crazy thing. Guess what? We're eternal. We never die. Right? Okay, this goes away. But something else comes in.
Hey, Jacqueline is suggesting that you use your YouTube channel for an additional drum church, like on a Wednesday or something. Would be? Did you only do it on Facebook, right? Can you do it on
Yeah,
multiple platforms and
I
different
totally
days? What?
yes. I totally can. Okay, so maybe this is a thing we can think about right here. So every time that I record them live on Facebook, I got 30 days and then they delete. I can download those and upload them to YouTube, right? That's where I get my most views is on Facebook. I'll get maybe 200 or 300 people a day that stroll through them. I don't know that they savor the whole thing or whatever. Doesn't matter. But when I do anything live on YouTube, my numbers are really low, like 10 or 12 people. So I have a I have a slight resistance to doing it on YouTube because I don't have as much traction there. It's not as seen, but it's also held there for a longer period of time. So maybe what now as I'm restarting again, I'm going to pick up with the day count that I had before. But now that I'm restarting again, maybe what I'll do is I will do it live on Facebook and then post it to YouTube
Yeah.
immediately. I,
The
I can do that.
the one that you uploaded a week ago to your YouTube channel has 130 views. Yeah. So yeah, you can do both. But I
And then
wonder what
I
the
can
power
also
is of
do
you being live. Yeah. Oh, who knows?
I can also do it live on YouTube once a week, like you said, Adele, Wednesday night, and maybe set it up at a time that
But, sh-
works better for
but she's in
my
the UK, so if
global
you did it at
family.
night, she probably would prefer you do it earlier in the day because it'll be 3 in the morning
Okay,
if you do it at night. You know,
okay. Well, no,
for
that's fine. I like find a time that's good for my global people, like for Holly Ann and stuff. Because I know when I go on at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning in Australia
yeah,
or something like that.
it's
No, no, no. I'm totally down for it. Yeah, like as I'm putting things back on my board, I'm looking at them really closely and like how can I do this differently? Or what is the better way to serve my community? Right? Because I know that the medicine that's being poured is very strong. Hey, dilemmas. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't have to figure it out. Because there's a if I surrender to the highest plan, it will come to me. Like that's it. I want to surrender to the highest plan for my life. I'm tired of trying to drive this life myself. I'm tired of trying to tell it where to go and what to do and yeah, and be here to meet these people to do these things. I'm tired of all that. I'm tired. I just want to surrender and I just want to be guided. And I'm being guided in a really beautiful way. So yes, drum church is coming back. It's going to be a little wonky until October. September's just a funny kind of month for me, but right towards the end of September, we'll start getting really good, get into it. And by that time, I'll have a really good idea of how we're moving forward with that. So for anybody that loves to experience drum church, it's fun. There's a message and then there's drumming and sometimes singing and all kinds of things. It's really beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else before
Oh, then
we?
let me talk about a couple of things that are going on. So I don't have the links for these things. I'll get better about this. But if you're on Facebook, go to my go to my page in a little while because I'll post it there. But grandma, we've been hosting the week before I broke my foot was the launch of this grandmother's circle. And it's every Monday night. I think it's at 7 or 8 p.m. I'll get the details for you. But I do want to announce that because the grandmothers are coming. I was talking a lot about grandmother medicine. It's really, really, really strong right now. So the grandmothers are coming, the grandmothers are standing. This is kind of like brought my attention to my own physical needs and my own circle. So I haven't really been connected deeply into what the grandmothers are doing, but there are lots of grandmothers that are moving right now. They're in motion, right? They have been called to specific things, humanitarian issues that they've been called to respond to, and they're doing it. So there's a lot of movement with the grandmothers. So all these things that you see out in the world where people are being inhumanely treated and things like that, or animals or the earth or whatever, there are grandmothers that are focused in on those particular situations that are calling forth the energy and the power of the divine to come and to intercede on our behalf. So grandmother wisdom, there's lots of grandmothers all over. If you're connected to a grandmother's circle, tap into them and see what they're doing. There's a lot that's happening with the elders in our communities. So I want to make I want to just make you aware of that. Tap into that. The things that I'm not paying attention to mainstream media or the news anymore. I'm not even paying attention to politics at all, because I feel like I'm connected enough to source that if anything is happening that I need to be aware of, I will find out. It will be brought to my attention somehow. So I'm not seeking out that information because I'm very, very protective of what this inner my inner experience, like my cellulars, my whole thing, my emotional support, all that. I'm very right. And on media right now, everything is a lie. It's just all lies. There's sprinkles of truth in there, but 80% of what you're looking at is a lie. 20% of it's true. They've got AI so good right now that you can't even tell when it's not the real person. So many people are being, their images, their likenesses are being hijacked to promote stupid products. Um, yeah, be careful. Be careful out there. It's we're beginning not to be able to trust what we see. That's kind of, you have to be able to trust your senses. So tune into your infinite wisdom, right? Because all this out here is getting a little sketchy. It's getting hard, and yeah, you just want to have a really clear vision about where it is that you're holding your space and where you're going. So there's a ton of things that we could talk about. There's a ton of things that I'm learning right now that I could share with you, and I think that we're good. We're at 10:11. I think that we're good as far as like this
On
this moment right now. We can save some things for another day.
on the East Coast, it's 11:11.
Yeah, Joanna, Jesse,
Um,
yeah,
just want to remind people about a
Terry.
couple links that are in here, and Pookie's GoFundMe is still live. We got it. We're at 73% of the goal. So again, thanks to so many of you, hundreds
I
of
look so
people that.
sad in those photos, man.
What's that?
I look so sad in those photos.
Well, you were just about to get. Well, this is all right before your surgery. Yeah, you were not feeling so
Oh, that
great.
is
And then our new album you can find on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever music is streamed. Our new album with a lot of songs that regulars here are familiar with. Got Money Is Coming to Me Now. Got I'm Capable, Powerful, Strong. What else is there? I Welcome Joy into My Life. I mean, this, yeah, so many, so many songs that we have not been available in the wider music world. Finally out there, so look for those and queue them up, and yeah, let's get those streams going and share those things too with people that you love. Who'll be uplifted by the vibration of the music that we create. Yeah.
so it's so good. It's so good. Yep. So do we have a closing song to go out on?
I haven't. No, I have not selected one. I can. If you just want something that you
Good.
want,
Then yeah, we'll just go ahead and play Wake Up.
play what? Oh, um, I'd have to.
I mean,
You want to
I'm
like
trying to
play
make
it,
it
sing it
easy.
live? You mean, or a recording?
Oh, I don't know. You want to sing it live? Ask them. Should we sing it live or play the recording?
Did I say that? Yeah, it's available on Applebee's, Apple Music. I hope I didn't say Applebee's. Anyway, I would need to. Yeah, we need to come
You
back
can
in
play it.
there.
You can play something else, or
Um. Okay. Planning.
no, no. You left it up to me,
I did.
and I don't plan. So
You're not a
this is,
planner. What
you
was
had
I
to you had to
thinking?
know in your plan that there would be no planning.
I do have yeah, I mean there's not a whole lot to look at, but I can play the whole Wake Up song, but it just has like the album cover on the screen. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I don't need to play something to go out. We can sing something too.
What would you like to sing?
What do you want to
God, this is this is one of the most entertaining parts of the live broadcast.
Come on in here. We'll just do something.
All
Come
right,
on.
I'll come back in there. Hang on.
Come back in here. So, this is where the random part of it comes. Hey, and just to let you know, you can check out of this at any time. There's like you don't even have to get up from your seat and walk up the aisle and open up the door that lets the light into the room that lets everybody know that somebody's leaving. You can just go. Isn't that just perfect? I love that. Right? Like, yeah, you just peace out. So singing is so good.
Yeah, just do wake up if you're
Vocal expression is so important. Oh, we're gonna do wake up? Okay.
That's pretty much the easiest. Yeah,
That one good. Yeah.
I remember the chords.
That's what I was gonna say. Whichever one you can remember.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I feel so grateful. When I wake up in the morning, I feel so alive. When I wake up in the morning, I feel the spirit. When I wake up in the morning, I'm here to thrive. And so I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me, yeah. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I count my blessings. When I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers. When I wake up in the morning, I sing hallelujah. Oh, the presence of the Spirit is always there. And so I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. Oh, we skipped a whole verse. I'm free to be me, yeah. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I count my blessings. When I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers. When I wake up in the morning, I sing hallelujah. Oh, the presence of the Spirit is always there. And so I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, Wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me, yeah. Free, I'm free to be. Free, I'm free to be. Free, 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 I'm free.
Wake up.
And I'm free to be me. Look at this little puppy. Ain't he adorable? He's so cute. He's a little cutie. Aww. All right, everybody. This is a great Sunday. Hey, we almost did an hour and a half. Can you believe it? A whole hour and a half. Although I can believe this because sometimes Drum Church goes to like 45 minutes to an hour. Well, sometimes we just get lost in the rhythms, the medicine, the message. It's all so powerful. So I want to offer my gratitude to each and every one of you for your loving support of me on this journey. I hope that in some way I have been there for you when you have faced challenging times in your life. I hope that there's been something that I may have said or something that will come to you in the future when you're facing something that seems so insurmountable. I hope that there's something that I've said today that will matter to you, that will come to you, that will help you, that will nourish you, that will feed you, that will heal you, that will help you. I share my journey in such a transparent way so that I can share with you how I'm moving through these things and what's possible, right? Because we all can choose. There's no one way to do anything. There's a million different ways in which it can be done. And we each get to choose our own path. And I'm wanting to bear witness to the choices that I'm making. And I'm wanting you to see the journey that's being reflected back to me so that you can know that there is something so much more, so much greater than just being a victim to our circumstances and just having to take everything lying down. We don't. We can take everything standing up. We can stand up in our power. We can stand up in our truth. We can stand up in our love. We can stand up. We can stand up and face the storms of life. We don't have to take them lying down. We don't. We have an indomitable spirit that lives within us. We have the love of the divine creator moving through and coursing through our veins. We have the greatest love story ever written being told within every word that is spoken through our mouths. We possess the greatest love story within us. It is for us to tell that story. For each of us to tell the love story of our lives. And I hope and pray that there's been an aspect of my journey that has brought healing and has brought a wisdom, something that resonates within your soul that can help to guide you on your journey to the highest expression of your divine being, because that's what the world needs right now. It needs all of us activated to our highest timeline. It needs all of us activated to our highest vision. And yes, we cannot just activate it and become that. Actually, we are already that. We cannot remember it instantly. Maybe sometimes we can. But for some of us it's a slower remembering. But let this be a stair step in your remembering. I am remembering who I am, why I came, why I'm here. I always thought that those were both the same thing. I questioned spirit when those words were given to me because I'm like, isn't that the same thing? It's not. Why I came is different from why I'm here. I am love. You are remembering who you are, why you came, why you're here. You are love. 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 Your tears are sacred. We are remembering who we are, why we came, why we're here. We are love. We are remembering who we are, why we came, why we're here. We are love. 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 I am love. Say that. Sing that. You are love. Sing that. We are love. Sing that. We are love. We are love. We are the love we've been waiting for. Activate that love in the world. Be that love. All right. Be love. Beloved. All right, Beebs. You want to close us out?
You ready to sign off? All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back either in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on Pookie's travel schedule. All right. Have a wonderful day. And
I'm going
thank
to
you.
take my advice from my doctor, and that is get out and start living my life.
Yeah.
So it might be a slow start, but I'm starting now.
And whether you are nursing an injury or not, get out and live your life. Whatever's holding you back, break through that and live your life to the fullest. All right. So long for now. Bye.